Well, we're at it again, my friends. We are out at the Jeremy's Roubaix race in Pitt Meadows. It is a Roubaix style race. Not exactly the Paris-Roubaix, but it does go along these gravel dikes in Pitt Meadows. It is a kind of overcast, rainy-ish kind of day. I might have to put on my rain poncho at some point because it looks like those clouds over there are coming over. It looks like some rain. Well, we're in between laps, and I just wanted to kind of give everybody a sort of POV view of what it's like shooting a gravel race on a cold, cloudy, and kind of rainy Vancouver area day. This is a local race put on by the local bike club called Local Ride Racing. They do a series of races throughout the year. Anything from gravel races to road races to cyclocross. And as you can see, the bunch of, I believe these are masters men and elite women coming through. I got my trusty 70 to 200 on. I'm going to try to get some good shots here. Drop my f-stop down. Bump up the ISO. Spot focus on the lead guy. Ow! Grassroots local cycling races are great. Everybody kind of knows everybody. Everybody has a good time. These sort of early spring races are a good race series to kind of get a lot of these guys sort of up to speed when it comes to the summer series of road events. So, ow, get it! I don't know if this person is lagging behind or if they are warming up for the elite category. I'll snap some photos anyway. Oh, it's sad racing by yourself. Get it! It's no fun racing by yourself. So I'm gonna continue walking down here. I've covered this race a few times now, so I kind of know the course. Basically, it goes that way. Sort of loops around all the way around the sort of dike. As you can see, there's a river over there. But it goes around and then it goes along a road course kind of over in that area there. That area there kind of goes around, then it goes up by those, we walk over this clearing here. Those trees off in the distance there, it goes there and then back along this dike and then back around. So it's a pretty long course. It's probably a good 10-15 minutes in between laps. So, you know, I usually kind of move around a little bit. I like the sort of gravel dikey area as far as the shots go, because it's a little more sort of environmental ambiance than, say, just on the road. Not a huge fan of shooting or photographing road races because there's just so much time in between laps and it's kind of boring. These are cranberry fields, in case you were wondering. As you can see, it is private property. Keep out. You can, obviously the dike is public property, but the cranberry fields and stuff are not. So, a farmhouse over there, some cranberry fields. I've been here a couple of times in the over the last few years, and sometimes it's completely frozen. This time of year, you just never know if it's going to be rainy or cold or icy or whatnot. So I'm just going to wait for them to come around for their next lap. Yeah, from this vantage point, I can kind of see off in the distance where they are on the dike on the opposite side there. I don't know, it's kind of far away for the GoPro to see, but there's a white van way over at the entrance to the dike system over there, so I can kind of see when the cyclists kind of approach that. I can kind of get in position to get this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there. I'm going to maybe slow my shutter speed down and see if I can get some panning shots of them kind of cruising along the dike area. Probably going to shoot, you know, maybe f 6.3, 7.1 ISO. It is still kind of darkish, so maybe ISO 200, 100, and maybe like 1/80th to 1/100th of a second. I can put it on kind of autofocus, get as many focus points as there in there as I can with this particular lens on this particular body. The 70mm is going to be like what, 105 on a crop sensor, so I can be a fair ways away and still get a pretty tight crop in sort of this area here. So yeah, we'll see what we can get. All right, so I'm down here by the cranberry fields in this cell tower. I can see the cyclists off in the distance coming around the dike. I'm going to kind of get this area here. I've got these nice trees, like I mentioned before, and I think another one of my videos. If you're shooting panning shots of cyclists or whatever, get some stuff in the background so that it accentuates the level of movement that is that they're passing by. So if it's just a plain background, you're not really going to get anything exciting because you can't tell that that there's any kind of movement. So in this shot, I'm pretty much eye level with the road, or at least camera level with the road. I've got the green sort of little incline here, and then I've got the trees in the background. I've got what are my settings here? 1/100th of a second, ISO 200 at 5.6. I've got my sort of focus points kind of in the middle. I'm going to try, this rain is coming over and it's freaking me out. I might have to put on my poncho, but I want to at least get one pass of these guys and girls going by. Panning shots are always a hit and miss. But we'll see. I'm going to try to get the main group so I can get as many in there as I can. So let's see what we can get here. I think it might be okay. It might be a little dark, but get this single rider here. As it goes by, and here comes the rain. So I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to put my poncho on, and hopefully this will pass over. And we are back. It was about an hour of torrential downpour. I did manage to get some shots of the cyclists and racers in the rain. It was not an enjoyable experience. The sun is kind of out now, but as you can see off in the distance there, it looks like more rain coming. And of course we are in between races right now, waiting for the elite men to start. And of course, knowing my luck, as soon as that race starts, the rain will start again. But right now, everything looks fine. My goodness, that passed over. That's dark clouds over there. There's dark clouds over there. And the problem is everything is moving this way. So it's like, oh my God, can't even catch a break. What are you gonna do though, right? It's the time of year. It happens. Right now it's really nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna walk down here, kind of show you where I've been shooting from. As you can see, it's nice. Gravelly roads, cyclists going through the puddles, think I got some decent shots, which I'll put up in the video to kind of show you guys. I've been working on trying to get a little bit more, I guess, environment into my sports shots. I'm trying to get trees in there, I'm trying to get grass in there, you know, mixed in with the shot itself as opposed to just the participant of the sport in there, because that can kind of get boring. I mean, stuff like that is good for, you know, stock footage, stock photos, things like that. But what I have been trying to get is kind of more environment into the shot, whether it's man-made environments, say like that little hut over there, or this pipe over here, you know. I've shot from this spot a few times in the past, and it's kind of cool because you get this nice kind of curve, because the cyclists come from around that bend over there, you come down around here, and sometimes I'll kind of go over this way and kind of get a shot featuring this kind of hut, kind of shot this way over towards there. But most of the time I'll kind of be over here and just down this little incline a little bit to kind of get. This is interesting. There's like a pump station here that pumps water from the river up through these pipes and into that sort of pond pool over there, and I guess that's what feeds the cranberry fields here, which is kind of neat. That's my little bit of farming there, in case you're interested. Yeah, so basically I tried to get like down here a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of a nice shot of the little dike gravel road there. So as they coming around the bend there, I kind of get them against the trees a little bit. Sometimes I'll kind of head over there and get them kind of against the sky. And normally you can see Mount Baker down in Washington State down there, but obviously today you can't. So that is out of the question today. But I am keeping, look how dark those clouds are. I'm keeping my eye on that because that's coming over pretty soon. If that comes over, I think I'm going to call it a day, because, you know, I'm shooting with basically my 70 to 200. I did bring my 10 to 20 and my 50 mil, but I'm not going to be changing lenses today. I don't want to risk. I only have one camera body, so normally if it wasn't such adverse conditions today, I'd be switching out lenses as I'm shooting, but I'm not going to do that today because, number one, I'm going to probably put my poncho back on, and I can't really be changing lenses with my bag under the poncho and all that kind of stuff, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. So today I think I'm just going to stick to this if the weather continues the way it is, which is fine. Just drop my aperture down and get some cool shallow depth of field shots. It would be really cool if, let's say, the cyclists were coming around here and there's some lightning off in the distance and I managed to catch that. That would be kind of cool, but I doubt that's going to happen. But in the meantime, I'm just going to wait for the action to start up again. Probably going to start here. I'm probably going to work my way back the way I came. Get some shots around these bends here. Get some shots back in the little tree area over there. Maybe try to get some shots using this little hut, using this pipe. The trees along the waterfront there. Maybe get some panning shots of that kind of stuff. And then we'll go from there. Well, looks like the next race started. just before these super ugly clouds are coming over. So I'm going to try to get some shots of these racers as they're heading down this thing. And then I'm going to start heading back the way I came, away from these clouds, but it looks like I might get caught. So just to let you know, I've got this at ISO 400 AV, aperture priority, f3.2. Shooting in continuous focus mode. At high burst rate. Get it! So I've got that. That looks alright. Just give me a look at some of the photos. Alright. Some good ones. Pretty good. Good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So that kind of trails off there. That's kind of cool. I might crop that in a little bit tighter in post. Maybe Right, that looks pretty good. Alright. Since it takes about 10-15 minutes per lap, I'm going to walk this way because that scares me. But I do have my poncho handy. But I'm just going to walk and talk at the same time here. Head back this way. The start finish line is back down that way anyway, so it's kind of where I'm going to try to end up. But if that rain comes, I'm going to cut this session short because I don't really want to stand out in the rain again for another hour and a bit getting shots through the rain, because it's not the greatest. Adds a lot of softness to the photos. Autofocus has a hard time picking up, especially when you're shooting a high shutter or a high shutter speed, you know, in sort of that 1600 to 2000 of a second. Sometimes the autofocus focuses on the rain, believe it or not, and then you just end up with a bunch of pictures of raindrops with a blurry cyclist behind them, which is not good. I figure I should probably make it to that cell tower there by the time they come around. I'm going to try to get some panning shots like I did that first group that was racing earlier. I think I can make it there by the time they get there. If not, I'll just duck down the incline here and wing it as best I can, because I'm approaching this grove of trees along the side that I like to shoot against to get some motion in the shots, sort of show the element of speed. And if I haven't mentioned it before, invest in a good pair of photography gloves. It's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 degrees Celsius out today, which is pretty chilly. I just have my hiking boots, waterproof jacket, and a shell fleece sweater underneath, jeans, and these are great. They're not super warm, not super thick, they're still thin enough to kind of be able to manipulate stuff. And of course they have the removable, or what do you call that, retractable thumb and forefinger covers, So get yourself some of these. I think I picked these up at a... Where did I get these? Just some sort of local camera shop. Probably around, I don't know, $25, $30 around there. You know, if I was a birder, this would be a fantastic place to come because I have seen everything today. I've seen herons, or what do they call them? Are they herons here? Oh, I see the cyclists coming way over there. Sandhill cranes, I think they're called here. Maybe it's a heron, I don't know. I've seen those. I've seen a bald eagle. Came down pretty close to me as it was flying, probably about 15-20 meters away from me. Kind of did his little squawk and then flew off. I am going to... Yeah, these guys are coming pretty quick, so what I'm going to do is go back to my shoot at ISO 200, 5.6, 1/100th of a second, continuous autofocus. I am going to... I don't think I'm going to make it to there. I'm going to try to get this big puddle here. I think if I get down here, I might get some splashes as they're coming through. Yeah, that should be alright. Alright, let's try that. And then I shoot at full 70 mil. I'm going to focus straight in the middle. So that's 70 mil, that's like what, a 105? Almost as far away as I can be. I'm a little low, but that's okay. I'm going to get these guys in the front. Might be a little bright, but that's okay. You know what? Those clouds are holding off a little bit. So I don't know. Do I want to continue down there or do I want to hang out? You know, I'm going to continue walking. I'm still a little scared of that. Oh, look, the cows are out. You know, a couple years ago when I was shooting this race, I was so hoping to get, you know, one of those Roubaix-esque shots of the cyclists and the cows in the background. But the problem is they're so far away. If they were like, you know, right up against the fence here or something, that would be awesome, but they're just way too far away. And I think I was standing somewhere over here trying to get the cyclists and then the cows in the background, but too far away. Maybe, I'll walk down a little bit more and see if I can maybe get like a panning shot or something. Kind of through the cyclists, but actually focusing on the cows. Provided that the cows are, you know, maybe a little bit closer to the fence. Alright, so I have positioned myself about halfway between where I was and where I'm going to end up. Because there's this, if you can see it, a nice big puddle right there. And I want to try to get some splashes, which might be fun. But, I'm going to shoot one of my f3.2 ISO 400. It's going to give me about 1,000th of a second or so. Let's see if these guys are going to go through it. If not, they might go down the middle. Get it! Well, they went down to the middle. Oh well. Let's see. That might be alright. I'll try to carve it down a little bit tighter than that. Drop it down to 2.8. And back up to 3.2. Let's see what we can get here. I'm trying to focus on the ground. Actually, I'm gonna get in the middle. There's gonna be a big group coming through, so I'll probably get some splashes. There we go. That was good. Let's see what we got here. Got a little nod from the motorcyclist. Doing his job, making sure everybody's all safe. Yeah, that's a good one. Look at that. This guy adjusting his hood. This guy, oh, I might crop in on that one. Look at that guy. That guy is not having a pleasant day. He is all muddy. That's a good shot right there, right? You can crop in on that. Yeah, that looks good. Some good ambiance kind of shot on that. Hopefully you can see it. If not, I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, that's good ones there. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to continue walking. You know, it'd be really cool if they had like a clearing over here and I could get the cows. Moo! I'm gonna go down here and say hi to the cows. Because there is a fence, but not really a fence. Let's see if one of these guys will come up to me. Because who doesn't love cows? We got about 10-15 minutes in between laps, so gotta be careful of these thorn bushes. Hey! Moo! Look at all them staring. Hey! Moo! Oh, I got bikes coming. You stay right there. Oh, this might work out, you know. This thing's still recording. Yes, good. A running cow over here. That worked. And here comes the rain. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that actually worked pretty good. Oh, right through the wheel. That's awesome. All right, that's cool. Thanks, cows. Woo! Moo! Moo! See, I got the cows to come to me. I'm the cow whisperer. Look at me. Oh, my cow friends. Cows.